Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Somewhat Daily Tarot in Rune. It's the 22nd day of June. Hopefully I'll get this done before the internet shuts down on me. It's been off and on for the last couple of days. They're supposed to come out this afternoon. Hopefully I'll just get a new modem. Maybe that's what the problem is. We had a real bad storm, and we had lightning hit right here by our house. So that's when everything went down. And that was Wednesday. So here we are on Friday, and I'm going to try and get this done before I lose my internet. So here we are. Usually I check the news before I do this, but I didn't have time this morning, trying to get everything ready for when they get here. So let's count 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, goodness. Another major arcana card, Strength. It's the 8th card. Here we see a woman dressed in a white gown. She's got, she's adorned with roses, looks like. She's got a lemniscate or an infinity symbol above her head. In the distance, you can see, looks like, you know, the forest possibly with a mountain in the back. Strength is about, you know, she's basically taming this lion. She's got this wonderful relationship with this lion. And so what we think about here is we think about taming the beast within. And it's like, you know, you'll hear someone say, "Oh, give me strength." Well, that's what, you know, you're trying to get through a difficult moment. And lots of people right now are trying to get through difficult moments. So this is about hanging on and also in times of difficulty, and also taming the beast within. Basically, when you pull a card from the major arcana appears in a reading, those are soul archetype cards. And what it's basically, you know, the small cards are kind of about daily life, you know, and the more intricacies, I guess, of daily life and how we relate to the world. But the majors, they're really about how our soul, you know, goes through its existence, and what the major, you know, ideas of who we are come from that. And so basically what you're looking at here in the Strength card is the power of the goddess within, and she's expressing unconditional love. Now, in this world of judgment, because let's face it, that's what this is, isn't it? The physical form is about the ego, an expression of the ego. If you can't let spirit inform that process, then that's what you're going to get. And so what we're dealing with is compassion. Okay, the strength of compassion, the ability to have compassion for someone else. I think that we're seeing that play out right now, where you've got a whole lot of people that need some compassion and a whole lot of people that really don't want to have any for them. And I think that what this is asking us to do is to take that polarity, those opposites, if that's happening within us, choose a side, figure it out, you know, figure out that compassion is the way here. There's a certain sense of self-correction. I mean, we figure it out, right? When something isn't going right, it's clear. Suddenly, it's like wading through mud. Well, if you're having to wade through mud to express compassion, to someone that needs it, like the new Time cover is you know, Trump and that little 4-year-old crying. They, you know, photoshopped it together. And that's really what we have here. Okay, we need to, and he needs to let the power of the goddess within inform him. And so to have the kind to, because let's face it, when we're looking at something that maybe, you know, we're not sure about, it's hard then to not judge it negatively, and it's hard to then have compassion for that person. Well, it shouldn't be, and we shouldn't be, you know, judging these people harshly that are trying to come here. It's also suggesting that we need some clarity. You know, I mean, even the color of the the beast of the lion is right here. But you know, she's dressed in white because this is about purity. I mean, really, it's about as above, so below. That's why we have the infinity symbol above her head. You know, it's this constant interchange of energy and vibration. So let spirit inform once again. You know, is how I see that. We also have to have the strength to confront the dark side of the dark side of self, the darkness within. When you can't have compassion for little babies, when you want to separate children from their parents because you think that's the way to get things done. You know, when you're going to lie about other people just to get what you want. Well, you're not exhibiting strength, are you? It's pathetic, is what this is. So let's see what the rune has to say. Well, I've been waiting for this one. Birkenau. The goddess. So what we have here with Birkenau is fertility, it's love, it's birth, it's family, it's protection, it's bringing ideas to fruition. It's the 18th rune of the Elder Futhark, so therefore it's numerological valor. And she's basically telling us to knock this off, that we need to bring calm, that we need to think about what we're bringing into being. Are we protecting those less fortunate? Are we protecting the most vulnerable? Are we protecting or are we scaring the crap out of them? Well, I think we know what this is, all right? Again, Source is going to come down on the side of his children or her children, right? Because there's no gender with Source. But it was established that there would be the ability to procreate and to bring and to basically birth into creation any number of things, whether you're talking about planets or rocks or insects or people. And Birkenau is telling us to focus on that and to bring something beautiful into fruition. And what would be more beautiful than protecting in America great again, than protect little children from harm? Reunite these children with their parents. Stop using them as bargaining chips to get a wall that just simply think about the statement this is making. Is that what we want? Well, apparently it's what the guy in the Oval Office wants. That's sad. There's got to be a better way to figure this out than to scare children to the point and traumatize them to the point that they're never going to be the same again. Find the strength within to not do that. Find the strength within to have some humanity. Find the strength within to see everyone instead of as the other side of self. That's what this process is really about. We're being given an opportunity here to extend love to people that we don't know, who are fleeing violence, who simply want their children to be safe. Whatever racism that's in your heart, let it go. Seeing everything and everyone as the other is a fear-based response. It is not a response where spirit is informing the process. And that's what needs to happen here. Spirit needs to inform this process so that we stop hurting innocent people. You know, I would do anything to keep my children safe. Anything. I don't care what it is. That's all these women are doing. It's all these families are doing, is trying to keep their family safe. Now, there ought to be a way that we can help these folks. If it's not in this country, maybe we can send them somewhere else to where they can be safe. I honestly don't think they care where they end up. I really don't. I think they just want a place where their children can grow up without fear of gang violence, without fear of being killed. So the way this country's going, I don't know why in the hell they'd want to come here, but for some reason they do. Now, if we don't have room, then we need to protect them and get them where they are safe. But I don't believe that's the situation here. I think that it's about priorities and it's about how we see the world. And we see the world as the other. We don't see the world as part of our own family. And I know that sometimes that can be difficult to let go of those preconceived notions and to find the strength within to simply love. So that's my hope for today and for, forever, that we can all find the strength within to love people we don't know and to see things for what they are and not live in fear of, a grandmother and her autistic grandson she doesn't know where he is. They were separated. A father is separated at the border from his kids and his family. He's deported. They're here. He kills himself. We're really okay with that? I don't know where the heart went, but it's gone from our government. I don't know. I'm sure there are people there that are sitting there bewildered, not understanding what all this is and why they have to come to work in a place like this now. It's not what they signed on for. But the rest of them, the new folks, look at them. Look at the harshness. And think about, where will we be as a people when all of this is over? Because make no mistake about it, this will all be over at some point. And we'll get back on track. But how much of a mess will there be in the process? So find the strength within for unconditional love, for that which you see as the other. And find a way not to see it that way. Find a way to see it as the other side of self. So hopefully this went out. I think I still have internet. It seems to be on. So in any event, have a good weekend. And hopefully we'll see you on Monday. If not, I'm having internet problems, and maybe I'll try to do it outside again on my phone and my iPad. That was interesting. But yeah, think about the strength within and find the strength to see others as a brother or a sister or a family member instead of the other. So have a wonderful weekend, and blessed be.